So who do you guys go for?
I go for Manly.
Oh, yeah.
And then the boys go for Newcastle. They live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mum just goes for... Mum's like one of those people who supports like the losers. Like if someone's not doing well, she's like, oh, I want them to do well. She's such a softie.
So she was probably a big Rabbitohs fan in the day.
Yeah. Although she goes... She's like Cowboys when they suck.
Yeah. Well, she'd be going for the Dragons these days.
She'd go for the Raiders when they suck. She's like, just wants everyone to have fun and do well. She's hilarious. Just good value. We all used to play, like, heaps of us used to play, like, footy and stuff in the Arvos at home. And, like, we weren't allowed, I was saying to Dan the other day, we weren't allowed to go outside till we'd finished our homework and shit like that. So just flat out into this homework and do it. It was because one of his kids got detention for not doing their homework. Fantastic.
You been dealing with any injuries, mate? Or?
After Down Under, I was in the handstand walk and sandbag one.
Yeah,
I just smashed my back in that. And as soon as I finished, I was like, oh, I've done something here.
What, like just in the sandbag?
I think so, and I probably just not from picking it up a bit. But I was alright after it. It comes in like 6 weeks later. Yep.
It's just so hard.
Winter just doesn't happen. Whereas in summer, it's like, okay, I don't want to get out, I'm going to be warm. But having a cold shower, getting out, standing on cold tiles, it's like, oh, I'm not doing that shit. I can't do that. Just too hard. But all that stuff, I think, like it's going to just start like making its way into CrossFit because everyone is just looking for like that little bit extra that they can do. And like even like Newbury's and like I've seen Zeke Grove and Khan post about it too, the breathing stuff. Yeah, and just like they do stuff just nose breathing all the time.
I tried that for a while.
Yeah.
I even tried the mouth taping to sleep.
Oh really?
Yeah. I've done it
Nearly
for a while.
die?
No.
I'm a bad snorer, so I nearly die.
And that's why
really?
you know Mark Bell?
Yeah.
He's big on it, like real big on it.
We'll have to give it a crack.
And I listen to, not that I'm really into powerlifting, he's got some interesting stuff.
Dude, they are
his podcast.
That smart, I reckon, eh?
It's like Power Athlete or something.
Yeah.
Power Perform, I can't remember, but he's got some good stuff and he interviews some good people.
Yeah.
He was talking about it a lot, so I tried it. And I think it made my sleep feel better.
Yeah. Do you track your sleep at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd see it on there, eh? It's
constantly.
Weird.
But Maz said that I still snored.
Yeah, right, with it on.
Yeah.
That's weird, eh? Probably through it, yeah.
And because I've generally got a beard 90% of the time, it's really irritating my face.
Yeah, exactly.
And like
I don't have that problem.
Morning.
Yeah, that'd suck. That would suck. I don't know how you do CrossFit with a beard. Does it
Man,
just get hot?
It's honestly not really a choice. Like I'll shave it and it's
back in 2 days. Yeah.
So I pretty much just.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah. I just because I couldn't be bothered shaving every day and that.
So stinks so.
I've had some big beards. Like I've had some big.
long
and
ones.
Maz is just like, you gotta cut it.
That's gotta get
Because
cut.
he doesn't fucking shampoo it.
Like even watching like Lucas Parker at the games in those videos, and he's like cleaning it, and it's like,
oh, I've had that where it's caught on the bar, and at that point I was like, it can't be this long.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. That's funny as. It just happens. Oh, that's 15. We dying yet a little bit. Because Wednesday was like, right down at like 1 star.
So which app are you using?
Auto Sleep it's called. So this was Sunday, but that was me last, like Sunday morning, Saturday night. That was me last sleep at the snow. Monday 6:25, 6:18.
Man, that is shocking.
6:20, 6:20.
I'm like
6 hours.
8.5 to 10.
But see, I felt good this morning because I had 6:52. I was like, oh yeah, like that was a great sleep. Yeah, in bed at 11:15, up at 6:05, and feel good. I can't do that. Like I couldn't bench the weight, and you had to get through. You had to finish the rounds at 10, otherwise you would cut. And it was like on the first day, and I was like, oh, I would have got cut on the first day. Thank Christ I didn't make it that year. But I suppose like knowing you had to do it in 8 weeks or whatever,
you would have
it was.
I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon
even
you
if
could
had to
have.
do
Because you would have benched like 3 times a week trying to get your weight
So it
up
was
there.
like done like a little baby smaller bench
Oh,
program.
you would have just caned yourself on it. And just focus on that. Like, don't worry about the 333. Just focus on being able to bench those 10 reps, champ. And like, I'd come in like once a week just to get this bowl. And it was like, it had like a whole steak and it had like tomatoes and avocados and like all this good stuff in it. And then they took it off the menu. And I came in one day and I was like, oh, I already know what I want. I want this, whatever bowl it was called. And she's like, oh, sorry, it's off the menu to like a new, like for new season or whatever. And like, I think the lady like saw my heart break. I was like, no, you can't get rid of it. Like, you need to keep that. You're not allowed to get rid of it.
The exact same thing happened to Maz at a place in here. We go to this place, Green Street. It's like a salad place.
Yeah.
It does salad with meat and everything. And
Yeah.
she had a bowl that she had all the time. It's seasonal. They took it off the menu. She was devastated.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Heartbroken.
How much do you weigh?
Well, after the snow, I was about 85.
Yeah.
But normally around that 82 and a half, 88, yeah. 80, 82 and a half, so, yeah. I haven't been able to, like, put weight on for ages.
Do you want to get bigger?
Not really. Like, I don't put enough effort into, like, the whole, all right, just get really, really strong. And I reckon it'd probably work, like, if I just went, okay, limit how much conditioning you do, limit how much, like, gymnastics work you do, and just get super strong, whether it's on a barbell or, like, just strict stuff.
What do you reckon? What are your best things in CrossFit? What are your weaknesses?
Gymnastics, like pull-ups, chest bars, toes to bar, muscle-ups.
Yeah, you're killing those muscle-ups. Easy to them.
Like, love them. I don't mind, like, kipping handstand push-ups and handstand walks, but strict handstand push-ups I suck at. Like, same as, like, bench and street press, just horrible at. But, like, my squat, like, I only got a PB, like, the other week.
Oh, yes, more, thanks.
A PB, and it was only, like, 160, and, like, I think most of the average guys like most of these guys that are doing that like well before they make it to like these big comps and stuff like that. And like I remember for ages, like I could not clean and jerk more than like 120. Like I could never just get over that.
So what are a couple of your PBs off the top of your head?
A snatch is 102 and a half.
Yeah.
Clean and jerk it's like 129. It was like in that pounds at the down under. Back squat 160. Deadlifts I like I feel sweet on deadlifts. It's like 220.
Yeah, that's pretty big in
I don't actually, which is weird, like compared to everything else.
What can you power clean?
135.
And what did you say
Like,
clean?
I can squat clean 142 and a half. I just can't put it above my head. The biggest split jerk's 131 or something like that. So I can get it onto my shoulders, I just can't get it over my head.
Yeah.
And then, like my front squat and back squat are pretty close. I'm sure my front squat's like maybe 140 something, 150, somewhere around there. I can't even remember. But like it's really close to like my back squat.
You're not that far off.
Nah, not now. But like my bench, like I remember being at Torian where we had the Wonder Max bench, and like I think I missed 90 or 95. I missed that. And there was this dude in the other lane and put up like 160. And I was like, I remember like looking at the commentator, the guy on the microphone, and I was like, if you announce, like he just announced how much old mate lifted, and I said, if you announce that I've just failed 90 kilos, I'm going to come over and kill you. You can't do that. And he kind of looked at me like as if, and he looked at the weight on my bar and he's like, moved on to the next person. I was like, thank you very much.
Do you have training partners? Or do you just train by yourself?
Yeah, or a couple. Like, there's definitely a couple of the boys, and like I don't train too much with Ash and Kerry and that. Like if I can, I will. But they'll, like obviously, like they said, they just do all like morning stuff mainly, and then I'm sort of middle of the day. But like, there's a couple of the boys, like Dan will jump in and do a workout with me, or do an extras piece with me, and then like the guy I know who's real like into his triathlons and stuff like that now, he'll still come out and go, oh well, I'll do that assault bike piece with you, and I'll do like this row with you, I'll do this run with you and stuff like that. And he's still a member out of the gym, so whenever he comes, he'll be like, oh, how heavy should I go with this so I can set you a time to beat.
Yeah.
It's like that muscle up one the other day. He's not too bad at muscle ups. And I said, oh, you do it at 80 and see like what times you can get and stuff like that. So that's always a little push, like whether someone's hitting it at the same level as you, or whether they're just like scaling it a bit to keep up with you, or whether they're just pushing themselves anyway. So not really like training partners, but like I always train most of the time with people. But even like as far as the strength things go, like watch it, like Dan's back squat and like most presses and stuff like that, like cleans for ages, they were all like way above mine. So it was like, oh, like I want to get to that level, like I want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to do that. So I was like pushing to get like with him. And there's still dudes, like we get like a couple of guys, like they might not be super fit, but they're super strong. So like I've always got someone to like squat with and clean with and deadlift with and stuff like that. So that's always handy. But as far as like comparing stuff with Ash, like that's like my biggest drive. Like she just pushes me so hard because she's so good.
Do you ever beat her in workouts?
Not many. Like, I remember there was 1 week where I got her in like 3 things, and I was like, this is the greatest week of my life. But even like when she broke her neck, I was like, all right, I might win a workout now. Still didn't. She came back.
Push-ups.
She came back and she was like good at them. I remember she either hadn't done handstand. She certainly hadn't done kipping, but she might have done like strict to an ab man or something like that before the open workout came out this year. She's like, oh, I don't think I'll do it. Like I don't think I have the strength in my arm. So it wasn't the break in her neck. It was that she had like nothing in. Might have been her left or her right arm.
Yeah.
And yeah, she came back and like got to the handstand walk, and I was like, you are just freak, like, just so.
I guarantee you they repeat that workout.
Yeah, it'll probably come back.
Because every time they put something in there, everyone kicks the stink up. They'll just repeat it.
It'll
But
bring
they
it
never
back.
repeated the one that started with the ring muscle ups.
Yeah.
Nah, that was that ring muscle up wall balls double unders?
When it started with the ring
So I remember doing that. That was my first year because that was 2015.
Oh, yeah.
And at whatever workout it was, I was like, oh yeah, that looks like a cool workout. And it was 2015. We opened in February, and then we opened January like 8 or something like that, right at the start of the year, and then the open came around in February. And so we'd been doing it for a bit, but like I wasn't training like crazy or anything like that. And I could do a muscle up, like I could do ring muscle ups. So I was like, oh, this would be alright. So I think I did like 2 at a time, then like another 2 at a time. Got myself to 7. Went over and did the wall balls, like did like sets of 10 on them. Couldn't do a double under. And like people,
That was your sticking point.
yeah, I
not
couldn't
the
do a double
muscle
under. And like there were people there trying to do muscle ups for like 12 minutes or whatever the cap was, and just blowing up at me because like they're like, I can do double unders, but I can't get there. And you little prick, you can get there. And I remember finishing, and Dan just gave me a rope. He's like, please go home and practice. Like,
Bear in mind, this was 9 years ago, so the old technique was pretty
breaking
rough.
my arms on the gymnastics.
I think it happens on the 3rd one, and it's the far arm.
Oh, mate's ecstatic too.
Oh, yeah. We'd all had a year or 2 as well, and we'd just done Murph.
Fuck, I find that ridiculous that you can do one. I literally can't do one. Fuck, and with the muscle up.
Don't stop watching it either when it happens. Watch the whole thing. Because the arm wobble at the end's the best part.
Fuck me dead. Bruv, you hear it.
Oh no.
You hear
Like
the
a whip
snap.
crack.
It sounds like that you knew straight away. You're like, oh, that wasn't good. It just does that. It's like a rope. Oh, that's fucking crook. Fuck. I'm never attempting one of them again. Unless Dave Castro tells me I have to do one.
Not up high anyway.
I'm not doing one. Fuck. I can't press out of them. I've been trying for the last.
I've done one
since
up
on
high
low rings.
anyway.
Oh,
No, I've done a bunch on low rings, but I've only ever done one where it's a muscle up to. And I just because I had to get the monkey off my back.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to do one.
I've got to do one.
Yeah.
You have to.
And I'd done one about a year or two after, and then I was like, that's it.
I can't do it. I can't. Cast on and you'll be right.
I don't do
Mate.
podcasts.
I podcast like endlessly.
You can't do it.
Can't do it with her in the
No.
car. She won't listen to them.
My missus hates it too. Like, 'cause she's like, oh, you gotta put some music on. Like, I'm like, no, I can listen to stuff the whole way. But there's one that she won't listen to. I listen to this crime one. But yeah, she can't listen to that. And one night, she fell asleep. We were driving back from Newcastle, and we went the back way, so it's like fucking sketchy as. And I put on this Ivan Milat one, listening to that on the way home. And she woke up, and she was like, what are we listening to? I was like, oh, Ivan Milat. She listened about 5 minutes. She's like, can you please turn this off? I'm getting really scared.
Actually, before we leave, I've got an Ivan Milat joke for you.
This will be good.
So there's two backpackers and Ivan Milat, and they're walking down through Blinglow State Forest, and it's getting further and further into the forest, and it's getting darker and darker. And the backpackers turn around to Ivan and they say, geez, it's getting pretty scary out here. Ivan, he goes, what do you got to be scared about? I've got to walk back by myself.
That's golden. I love that. I will be using that. I will be stealing that. I like that.
All right, man.
Oh, very good, very good.
stuff.
Rightio. I'll see you when I'm looking at you next.
Probably be
Thanks,
at
thanks.
three.
Yeah.
Bump, yeah, I'll see you up there. Well,
Good.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, just got to destroy Fran.
Yeah.
Good luck, mate. Send it.
Legend.
See ya.
Soy el fuego que